My name is Keith Barrett, founder and president of Vesta Settlements. We're continuing our stroll through the residential real estate contract in Virginia. We're going to discuss the default paragraph. Now, hopefully this won't come into play in your transaction. We hope that transactions go to settlement smoothly, but occasionally it does. The default paragraph simply describes the situation involving one or both of the parties defaulting under the terms of the contract. To put it in its most simplest terms, a default or a breach of the contract is when one party to the contract does something they weren't supposed to do or doesn't do something they were supposed to do. Frankly, most of the default examples that we see on the buyer side would be involving money. So having the lender money available at the closing, even showing up at the closing. On the seller side, we'll see defaults as it relates to agreed upon repairs that a seller had agreed to make as part of the home inspection, or not delivering the property in substantially the same condition as it was on some prior date as agreed to between the parties. Once we get to this position of default by one of the parties, this paragraph also talks about what remedies are. And we don't have time to get into the very nitty-gritty detail of this, but in essence, for both parties, there are what are called legal or monetary remedies. This would be money, where the seller would be looking for some sum of money for damages. The buyer might also be looking for some sum of money as damages. The contract gives the seller the right to seek money in the form of the buyer's earnest money deposit, which is the buyer's skin in the game, which is a video that we did on that provision. And then there are remedies that are called equitable remedies. Equitable meaning what is fair. Where money is not sufficient to fully compensate a party for their damages. And the most common one we'll see in real estate, or that comes up and it's mentioned in this contract, would be specific performance, usually reserved for a buyer. This would be where the buyer is asking the court to force the seller to specifically perform under the terms of the contract, i.e. sell the property to the buyer. Be on the lookout for our next video. Thanks for watching.